Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content, and today we're going to be talking about the entire market right now. We have some significant price action on Bitcoin as we do come to the weekly close. It's gonna be happening here very shortly. I don't know if it just happened. I know it is around 9 p.m. Eastern time right now. Usually we do get that close around this time, but we are rallying fairly significantly on Bitcoin. So we actually did get the close right above actual great support and a key resistance point at 49.3K. This is actually very good. I'm hoping that the momentum can actually stay with it until tomorrow. Tomorrow is the overall day to watch because guess what? We get some major updates regarding the IMF, could have some significant levels or pretty much momentum on crypto. Now we also get the indices to open, and we did look fairly bullish the last time that we did open, so or close, I should say. So I'm very much so looking into that. We are also seeing a lot of shorts being closed on Bitcoin. A lot of people are actually chasing the money on Bitcoin right now. So we are actually peaking above this key resistance point that I do have marked on the chart right now. I'm eyeing 50K, honestly. This level here at that 49.8K zone, I'm really eyeing that to be broken. I think that once we break out of that wedge, I think that it's pretty much end game. I think once we pretty much target that level and break above it, next is pretty much breaking out above this zone all the way back here to February 17th before we got much higher to about 60K almost. That is at 52.2K. I am watching this very closely. Bitcoin looks extremely bullish right now. It could be, a little bit of a volatile week as we head into this week. A lot of things are happening with the U.S. government, as you guys already know. Once stocks start to bleed, crypto will bleed with it. And I'm not looking forward to seeing what happens this week because it could be volatile, but I am still looking forward to seeing 50K being targeted and hit. I think that we are on our way to 60K plus on Bitcoin. Realistically speaking, things have been looking very bullish for quite some time. I was expecting that pullback down to about 42K. We never got it, which is totally fine, but we did pull back significantly. It was about an 8% overall pullback. That other additional 4% doesn't really matter too much for anybody who was waiting for that pullback. It is what it is. Not everything is guaranteed. You still have capital on the side waiting for that little dip. We might get a little pullback here soon. So it doesn't matter really if it pulls back too much, just as long as you get a nice little entry on an altcoin that is down significantly. You could always look at the losers tab on Coinbase and get into something that is down about 30% or something like that you find is interesting or anything like that. So always do your research on that. But we do see that even Ethereum, right? If we come over to the cryptocurrency or the coin market cap, cryptocurrencies tab, whatever, we do see Ethereum almost eyeing that $3,300 level. I think that is a key level to really break back up above. That's very bullish, but we also see alt pretty much turning green as well. ADA is actually nearly at its all-time high from earlier this year. It's actually been pushing up significantly, or actually no, it did create a new all-time high today alone. Wow, I was actually not aware of that. So we have pushed up significantly on ADA. I haven't been watching it too much. As you guys already know, I don't hold any ADA. I actually sold mine a long time ago for XRP. It is what it is. That is my overall decision. I just believe in XRP more than ADA in my opinion. But we are currently sitting at about $2.73. Looks like it's not going to be stopping anytime soon. As we are up about 25.23% on the 7-day span, up about 11%. Very good to see. Now, also with altcoins, or I should say with Bitcoin moving up significantly and altcoins pretty much ranging as well. I think that, for an example, ADA is a clear insight on that, as pretty much altcoins are getting a lot of capital moving through them. XRP and HBAR are very, very interesting to watch. This is on the weekly span. Let me go to the daily. So on the daily span, as you guys can see, and this is from my earlier video today, sorry about that. As you guys can see, we are pretty much in this nice little consolidation pattern that we've been in for a few days now, ever since we hit that resistance up at $1.35. It looks like we have been ranging a little bit higher though in terms of this pattern, which means, hey, we could have a little bit of a breakout above that $1.31. I think once we hold above that, as you guys already know, I think that we'll pretty much get into the pinpoint of us moving much, much higher to that $1.50. Pretty much once we get over that $1.50 resistance point, because if you actually look back here, once we broke out of that, we pretty much ranged even higher, and we topped out a little bit at $1.90. So I think once we hit that $1.50 and break over it and hold it, I think that we could target $2 this time around, as the percentages will increase over time. But we have been looking very bullish on XRP. There's no question about that. We are significantly above the 200, 150-day MA. We've been in this nice chop zone around $1.15 to $1.31.5. So, any sort of breakout here, it's pretty much make or break levels, right? So it's either we break out or we break down. And I think Bitcoin is going to be the clear insight on that. So as long as Bitcoin could range higher, I think that XRP could range significantly higher, where we do get that $2 plus push, where we eventually get to that all-time high. And the same goes for HBAR too, right? HBAR looks fairly similar to XRP, except it's a little bit different, right? We're not too much higher, right? We've been ranging on the 200-day MA after pretty much bouncing off of the 100-day MA. So there has been significant support levels on HBAR, and I do think that we are closing in on a breakout on HBAR as well as we begin this sideways trading that XRP is significantly doing as well. Again, we need to break and hold above 28 cents. Realistically, it is the 27.6 cent level going back to even the beginning or the end of May. I think that once we get over that level and hold it, I think that that is a significant level to hold. I think that that will pretty much tell us, hey, you are looking forward to seeing 30 cents plus for HBAR. And HBAR's day will happen very soon, as a matter of fact, as well as with XRP. We were following XRP fairly closely when XRP was pushing up, and that is all because of Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin is still ranging on the 49.3K zone, and it's okay if we break down below it, as long as we regain it tomorrow and hold it. I think if tomorrow we could rally to 50K plus, I think that that would be significant. We'd obviously be over the mainstream news. CNBC will most likely report on that and say, hey, Bitcoin is a great buy right now at 50K plus. Something like that will happen. We might see a little bit of a short sell-off. It depends, right? Because we've been ranging for so long, especially going back here. So we would obviously go much, much higher. But we have gained significant traction, and we are in these major price validation points where it does point to us being in a major bull market. I haven't changed my stance on that at all. I understand there is a lot of influencers out there saying bear market, bear market, bear market. But how could you justify this? This is not a dead cat bounce. It's nothing like that. I think that we go much higher from here. We've regained significant traction. Like I said, this is pretty much key resistance levels that we're on. And I do think a major breakout will essentially put us back in play for this major run up to even here, which would be a 20% before we do see a little bit of a slight pullback. So 20% from here, look at where 20% gets us, right? Almost at 60K, okay? So once we get back to almost 60K, I don't want to hear any bear market, news. And of course, there will always be people that are bearish, and I totally accept bearish tweets if they're macro bearish. But when we are in a clear bull run, it just doesn't make sense. So we'd obviously get a little bit of a pullback. Wouldn't be anything significant, maybe 8 to 13%. 12% would be welcoming, right? Back down to 52 K. Then the next, major run. So this was a 26%. All right, so we'll just do half of what that was. So the actual push up was about 44%. So let's do 22% from here, right? So 22% would put us right back in play for nearing that all-time high. Now, again, we'd get a nice drop. It wouldn't be anything significant. 18%, maybe a 9% drop from here. 9% would put us back at 58.2K, almost 58.3K. 58.3K is a significant support level going back to these original dates. And then the next run up would be, again, a significant level. So we'll just do halves of what this was. So, 14%. 14% would be welcoming, right? 14% would put us well over the all-time high, and it would pretty much put us at almost $67,000. Okay, and then again, slight pullback. Slight pullbacks are totally welcoming. They are totally healthy and fine. Now, as well as with this, right? With Bitcoin doing this and continuing this momentum, we'd obviously get to that 75 to 85K plus zone. I don't think that we get to 100K. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I already told you guys exactly why I don't think that we get to 100K. But while Bitcoin's doing this, our precious altcoins, meaning XRP, meaning HBAR, these two assets will run specifically hard, right? A lot of these major, cap assets are going to be the first assets that get a lot of money flowed in. Now, I've talked about these two assets for a very long time. We'd obviously see a lot of momentum and a lot of money pouring into other altcoins that are very high cap assets. For example, ADA, right? And this goes for circulating supply as well. Assets that have a lot of circulating supply that are big cap assets will get a lot of money flowing into them, and then it will go down the row, right? It will go from big to medium to even those low cap assets. So I'm really watching right now Bitcoin. I'm also watching the dollar, as we are ranging on this nice resistance support zone. We have gained support on this, so once we break down below this, that would be great. Maybe a retest of 92.74. That would be great to see, but I do think that we go a little bit higher, maybe at 94. It is what it is. Now tomorrow, like I said, guys, I'm watching the indices, and if I was you guys, I would be as well. This will tell you what's going to happen in the market as we do range throughout the week. But indices have been holding fairly strong. We have seen a little bit of volatility last week. Could see that this week too. It is what it is. With a lot of things happening in the world right now that are not good. So, with that being said, that is what I'm watching for. That is a market update. Bitcoin has broken significant levels. I'm very happy about that. And I do think that it's only a matter of time before our altcoins break significant levels as well. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.